Good evening, tarot card readers of the world. We are back with another mini lesson, I guess. I don't know. I guess the spirit has been wanting me to, I don't know, for myself or for some of you readers out there to go into some of these cards a little more. I was sitting in with a reader last night live, and I've been pulling cards with readers all the time while I'm reading with them, or rather watching. Um, I like to pull cards at the same time to see. I don't know why. I just do it, I guess. To see if I'm in tune, maybe to see if the reader's in tune with the spirit. I don't know. It's fun. So, anyways, this reader particularly actually knew, that I was pulling cards at the same time. But anyhow, we did get into the tower card a little bit with some of the other people in the chat, and a lot of people are obviously they get scared of this card. It's a scary looking card, anyways. Um, but it's this is not an underrated card whatsoever. It's almost an overrated card, almost. It almost can be considered overrated, I could say. Um, because it's actually a really good thing in most cases when this card comes in. Even if it's in the reverse, in a lot of cases, it ends up being something good. It's never good, I guess, at the time of it happening, but in the end, it always is. I guess rather any card is. But regardless, so I'm flipping cards with this reader, and I'm asking at the same time kind of what my read should be about, because I was kind of waiting for her to be done for the night so that I could do my read, which I ended up not. I fell asleep. I've been incredibly drained lately, as I'm sure a lot of you have been. This full moon took a lot out of me. I'm sure some of you as well. But it was for good reasons, good things. Things being revealed, which is part of the tower's purpose, in a way. But so anyhow, I flipped the tower card right off the top of the deck, and I thought, okay, that's what we're going to talk about is the tower card. I don't know why, but we are. Here we are. So the tower card is obviously a major arcana. We all know that. The tower card represents, I guess, as a whole, in the majority, from what I've gathered, is change. Because if you remember, the card right before the tower card is the devil card. So your new beginnings. I'm sorry, you're breaking addictions. Things have been revealed as far as your relationship goes. There are codependencies that have been revealed, different things like that. So then obviously right after that, I'm sorry, what did I say? Did I say the devil card? I did say the devil card, didn't I? I wish I could rewind my video and just ask myself. I think I said the devil card. No, it's the death card. So, like I said, the transformations, the new beginnings. Sorry about that. I still every now and then get a little confused, because, I'm a newer reader here, and honestly, I get more out of the cards just laying them out and tapping into the cards themselves. I don't even necessarily need to know all the meanings, but at the same time, um, I get a little confused because of that. So, but anyhow, I forgive me. The card before the tower card is the death card, not the devil card. The death card. So, that's where, again, like I said, it is the new beginnings and transformations that are happening. And then you have the tower moment that will create these new beginnings. Because then after this, you have the star card after the tower card. So, this tower has to happen in order for the star card, in order for you, excuse me, in order for you to move into the star energy, which is where everything is revealed. You've got all your clarity, you've got your spirituality, you have gained all that you need to, really follow your life's purpose and path. But so on this on this tower card, like I said, it is a very scary card. It even has a black background. In fact, is it the only card? I gotta think. There is two or three other cards that have the black background. So anyhow, this is a huge bolt of lightning that comes in and smashes this tower to where it actually literally causes the tower to explode, the top to blow right off. And then we have these two people here flying out because of, whatever has happened in their past to create this buildup of negativity, this buildup of deception, this buildup of codependency, in their past. And I had said this in another video about lightning, and speaking of the negativity, lightning in Mother Earth is a way to balance herself out, to get rid of the negativity, to get rid of the negative ions, the overcharged negativity. And this is also a card of, a healing card. This is where a lot of things are revealed to you that you may not have already known, or maybe you've already known, but now because you haven't dealt with whatever that was, it has created this tower moment. And so now you are forced to deal with those things, those negative, the things that negatively impacted you in your life. You have to deal with them now when this card comes out. You have no choice. There is no choice in the matter anymore when this card comes out. So, but it's all good things. This is a way to make room for very big changes. These aren't minor changes typically. Now, if it was in the reverse, yes, it would be a more minor change or a minor move, because this is actually, when the tower comes, this is like a base. I mean, it's an uprooting, it's an upheaval. So this could also be like a moving card. Maybe even a far move. This card, it's got a lot of different meanings, but as a whole, it's always good. It's always good. It's bad, but it's always good, right? If that makes any sense at all. But so, the tower card is obviously you can see here is the 16th card, which I found very interesting because we went over the strength card, which is the number 8 card. So this is the 16th card, which you take half of that is the number 8. So this is also can be a card of, abundance. And I know that sounds weird, but you can become abundantly aware of your situation. You can become more abundantly aware of yourself, because here's the thing is, as what I've learned in my experience is, the more you know about yourself is the better off you can be for other people. The more that you know about yourself, and the more that you can learn how to love yourself and to walk into this self-love, which again is something very new to me, because I'm the last person that I give love to. So I give my love out to everybody else, and my time and my efforts and my everything to everybody else. Anybody who asks. And I'm sure a lot of you are the same way. And then you're the last person that you actually will care about or will love or will give time to. None of us want to give time to ourselves because we don't have time for that. Right? So So this Tower card is also kind of a card that, to let you know that you need more self-love. You need to take care of yourself a little bit better. If you're missing your medications, stuff like that, this card, comes up, and that's what the spirit is telling you when this card comes up is, you really need to take care of yourself, because now you've caused this, in most cases, you've caused this tower moment for yourself. I know you don't want to hear that. And you don't want to admit it. I don't want to admit it, right? Nobody does. But the tower card typically you've created for yourself. So now this is a time of like self-reflection. You know, maybe you go into the hermit mode a bit here to figure out yourself a little bit better. I tell a lot of people, since I have figured it out, find out your natal charts, find out your placements, and learn so much more about yourself, because you've always heard, I don't know, maybe you haven't heard this and you need to hear it, or you need to hear it again, but you attract what you are. Kind of like you've heard, you are what you eat. Well, it's the same thing in love. You attract what you are. If you are a codependent kind of person, that's what you're going to attract. I know, because I've done it over and over and over again, because I was codependent on somebody else needing or loving or wanting me, right? I'm a double cancer. So it's good to feel wanted, it's good to feel loved, but do you want yourself, and do you love yourself? Right? Do you want yourself, and do you love yourself? Suicide is a very, very serious and real thing, and that is a direct result of you not wanting or loving yourself. That's all it is. It's not because somebody else didn't. It's not because a lot of people kill themselves because, oh, they had a horrible breakup. Um, or even the other person might have died, unexpectedly on them, and they just can't handle life anymore, and they just kill themselves. No, it's not because of any of that stuff. Okay, that's a great excuse, sure. But it's not because of any of that stuff. It has nothing to do with any other single person in your life at all. Suicidal thoughts are not because of somebody else. Somebody else did not put them there. Now, maybe if they're trying to do black magic on you and those things, and it's kind of working on you. There's a lot of black magic going on right now for whatever reason against a lot of readers, especially. There's a reader in particular that I'm really trying to figure out how to manifest, her her coming back to abundance. There's somebody who's coming against her greatly, and it is causing her channel to kind of go downhill. But we're going to put a stop to that, because the tower's here. So big changes, big changes. I've also, like I've done, I enjoy doing this. It also helps me to kind of connect better with my decks, learn a little bit more about my decks. I go through the cards a lot more often now. So this is kind of a good thing for me as well. But I pulled every card that I could find that had anything to do with the Tower card, the changes that are to come, whatever I could find in all my different decks. So we have here in the Tarot of Dreams deck, this is the Tower version there, which is actually, to me, and feeling it, even, it feels beautiful. It looks devastating almost, but if you look, there is a nice ray of light coming through here. Even though the lightning is here to strike, there is still a beautiful ray of light shining through all of the clouds that have created this tower moment. So now you can see this card has made it very more evident that this is a fire sign type of card, and there's a lot of red. There is kind of a lot of red that you see in this card as well. But this is a fire sign. And this is out of my which one? This is the Halloween. Yeah, this is the Halloween Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle deck. So this is the mummy, and this mummy represents change. Why a mummy represents change, I'm not even sure yet. Maybe if I look this card up, I would understand that. But so regardless, the mummy here in the Halloween Oracle deck is change. Now my Black Moon, well, we'll save the Black Moon Oracle here for a bit. I went ahead and grabbed the holographic one out of the other Rider deck. Obviously the same card. It's just another beautiful version of this card. So then out of my Reiki healing, Reiki Oracle deck is the Sashikaru Ishiki. Sure. But this is change in consciousness. So again, like I was talking about the Tower card, change in consciousness, it is big changes. Also, like physical changes, sure, physical moves, physical gains, physical losses, different things like that. So, but also in a spiritual side, because this card actually represents the what am I trying to say here? It represents all levels of mental, physical, spiritual levels. And so these things that are lost and gained are on all different levels. Maybe all levels all at once. Maybe just one at a time. But these changes occur in all aspects of your life. So change in consciousness, this will be help you to get closer to your creator, get closer to the divine light, get closer to the Holy Spirit, get closer to God. Whatever it is that you believe in, that this is a time that you need to, that's the Spirit saying you need to get closer. It's time. If you want to, again, move into that star energy, the following card, then you need to become connected more. The same goes for me, right? All of us. So, and again, these things are only gained by your actions. I've said this before. You can be as spiritual or think you're as spiritual as you are, and you can do all the prayers, and you can be the most spiritual person in the world, but you just sitting here praying around is not going to make anything happen. The universe they're not a genie in a bottle. Okay? The universe is not a genie in the bottle. God is not a genie in the bottle. None of these things that you believe in are a genie in the bottle. Even if you believe in the genie in the bottle, I'm sorry, they don't exist. So these are just illuminators, I guess. But you have to have, there's got to be some action. There's got to be some action if any of these things are going to be gained. Any of these things are going to be changed or, I guess moved past. So anyhow, then we have the, we'll go ahead and do the Black Moon Astrology deck. So the first card I'll pull out is the Lunar Eclipse, the Change card. Because this is I feel like this is one of the darkest cards, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Day or night always is followed by day. So there's always going to be light illuminated after the dark. So there'll be change to come. Like I said, this is a fire sign. So we have the fire element here. And that fire sign is Aries. Aries, I am. So see, again, this Tower card is actually a good thing. This is where you are realizing more yourself. You are. Okay? Like I said, those suicidal thoughts, you are not. That is not you. Okay? That is you not loving yourself enough or needing yourself enough. But you do need yourself, right? Because without yourself, who are you then, right? Nobody. And you're not here. And we need you too. So stay here. uh, it is ruled by Mars, the planet Mars. Force, and then, we all know, okay, so the Aries, they are highly ambitious, very honest, self-assertive. They are, they're brave. They are very, what do I want to say, strong-minded, I guess. Organized. They're type of organized type of people, and they're very optimistic, which makes them very good in like business ventures and things like that. Um, so if you got Mars in your charts, depending on where it is in your charts, and again, that's why it's important to know your charts, which I'm still learning them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm a astrology guru at this point, but I have learned so much about myself, and I'm making myself better for everyone else, my kids, and then my future, connections, all my friendships, even within my family. It's making a difference within that. They see a difference. Even this is Mars, and it's the seventh house. Um, Partners. This is clearing space for big change. The Tower card. It's about clearing space, and we all could use some of that, right? We always have too much clutter in our minds, always too much. Sometimes we don't even realize that it's excessive. We feel like it's actually the right thing to do, or it's the right mindset. Sometimes we over obsess about the small things that really mean nothing. Sometimes we even over obsess about the big things that really don't mean nothing. They're just, yeah, they're big things. Those are the types of things you just give it to the universe. So this here is one of my favorite decks. This is the, not the Keepers of the Light. This one is the Wisdom from the Fairies and the Angels. Always beautiful cards they have. So this here we'll start with, let's see, we'll start with the Fairy Queen. When you start believing in yourself, this is good. When you start believing in yourself, you'll find the power and the wisdom within you to bring about desired change. So again, this is like I said, this card is really a lot about yourself. Forgiving yourself, learning, going deep in. This is also a card of I believe maybe even why it's got a black background. Maybe I should have looked into why that has a black background. But it's also like a shadow work type of card. Going deep inside of yourself and figuring out what things that you haven't been dealing with, that you already know about. And if you don't know how to deal with them, figure it out. Reach out to other people that that maybe have already or do have these same type of characteristics or whatever. But so believe in yourself, and you'll find the power and wisdom to bring the desired change that you need. Make room for the change. Forest Spirit, you have the wisdom to make changes in your life if you act with authority and let go of doubt. You see, start believing in yourself. Again, I mean, it's just, this card is really about believing in yourself, knowing that you do have all the tools. Remember, the Magician card is way back in the deck. You have those tools. They're still there. It's not like you had the tools at one time and then now you don't. They're still there, right? They're still there. So then you have the Guardian Angel of the World. Allow yourself to grow with your angel's protective light shining all around you. That one might have actually got in there accidentally, but you know what? Maybe it needed to be in there. It's still a gorgeous card. But anyhow, This one, Wisteria Fairy, unleash the power. This is a good one, really good, powerful card here, and it's got a really vibrant purple energy, which I really love. The purple energy. Um, my mom sees purple auras around some people, and I wish that I could see the purple auras. The only auras that I get, and this is weird, I don't know why I'm getting into this, but the only auras that I really get that I see is more around nature and things. I don't know why I get auras around tree lines and uh, skylines, and it's just weird. I don't know. But anyways, you unleash the power within you to make changes. Ask to be given the wisdom that will allow you to grow. And that's a prayer I've had since I was very young. Lord, give me the wisdom and guidance that I need to move through my day and my life. Wisdom and guidance, because as long as you have those, you know where to go, right? You know where you need to be. You know how to get there. Unleash the power within you to make changes. Ask to be given the wisdom, and you will be to allow you to grow. And I wanted to finish up with this card, the Garden of the Sun and the Moon. The change you seek may be outside your comfort zone, okay? Again, the Tower card is uncomfortable as hell, right? It looks like hell on the picture. In fact, it looks like you're down there already, but you're not. Okay? It feels like hell, it looks like hell. But remember, the other side is the Star card. Maybe I should have pulled that out so you guys can, still feel good inside. So, ask for strength to help you move forward. You want to seek the change that you seek is definitely outside your comfort zone. It always will be, because nobody likes change, really, right? But in the end, when the change comes, and after the change is there, and you become used to the change, and you set into the change, you realize, wow, I wish that I would have made this change sooner, right? That's the first thing you think when you really look back at where you were, where you are, and where you're becoming. Take pride in how far you have come, and have faith in how far you can go. Right? Take pride in this Tower card. Take pride in this Tower card. Right? Take pride in it. Embrace it. That's what when I was really meditating on this card and why the Spirit wanted me to bring this out. I had forgot actually to say this, but that the Spirit really wants you to know, when this Tower moment comes, embrace it. That we're supposed to embrace these moments, because they are worth it. Because you will gain healing. You will be healed. And you didn't even know that you needed it, maybe. That's the thing. We don't even know that we need it, especially us men, right? We don't even want to talk about being healed and all this, this baby stuff. It sounds like baby stuff, right? It sounds like little girl stuff, right? You don't want to be talking about being healed and, whatever situations. You want to be strong, right? Well, let me tell you what. Admitting your weakness is your strength. Admitting your weakness, it makes you strong. I have learned that. Let me tell you, 110%. So now this is from my Keepers of the Light deck, which these cards are just wow. I mean, okay, so here we have Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Okay, move into your true self again. Find out about yourself. Do your shadow work. Rise above the darkness. The light is here, like I said. Because after all darkness, the light follows. Right? And the thing about darkness, it does cover everything, but the light shines on everything. And then the final card always reminds me of Indiana Jones. But anyways, this is Kalima, facing fear. Major, and this is why I say that this is not just a physical kind of card. It's not. I think more often than not, it is a spiritual type of card. But this is major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Again, the star card is next. Remember that. The star card is next. Face all your fears. We all know the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. They say, right? And it's like, what does that mean? Why do they say that? Because if you are afraid of something, then you are going to run from it. If you are afraid of something, then you are not going to do it. You are going to, you're not going to grow from overcoming that fear. So being afraid of that has caused you to go backwards, to stay stagnant, to stay, in that lower vibration. That's the thing. You get over this tower moment and your vibration instantly rises. Instantly. When you can get away from whatever toxicity was in your past, when you can get away from, the death card, you can get away from whatever brought you into that, then you can move into this higher vibrational, spiritual, mental, physical growth. This is a growth card. It is literally about growth, right? And it's weird that, okay, this is the other ironic part, I guess, about this card is that it is, a fire, the Aries, which is the first zodiac sign. So go figure, right? These things all tie together, and all of it's all saying is make room for the change. It is coming, whether you want it to or not. Like I said, if there's things that you weren't dealing with that you did know about, you created this tower moment for yourself, and now you have to deal with it. Spirit is saying you will deal with it. There's no getting away from it. We all have heard that before, right? You can't run from your destiny. You can't run from you can't run from yourself, right? Well, you can't. No matter how hard you try, you turn around and you're still there because you are you, right? You can't run from yourself. So that's the thing is, again, you can blame everybody else you want in the whole world, but in the end, it's you. I've said it before. If you're pointing a finger at somebody, don't forget, when you're pointing that finger at somebody, you got three more pointing right back at you. Powerful stuff, but I'm telling you, there's more to it than you realize. So anyways, I really wanted to go into that tower card a little bit more. Even for myself. There's just a lot of things that can come out of this tower card that makes it actually a beautiful card. Because like I said, when you hold it, it actually feels beautiful. Even though it looks, like I've said, everybody's heard it, looks can be deceiving. And when you feel this card, like it doesn't feel bad. It feels heavy, sure, it does feel heavy. But it doesn't feel bad. So I guess what I wanted to do now, more or less, is maybe pull some cards and see what what is what is blocking us or stopping us um, from embracing our tower moments. Because if you look back on the tower moments that you've had already, did you embrace those? because it could be that you're having tower after tower after tower because you haven't embraced the tower before the tower, if that makes sense. Maybe you didn't embrace that last tower moment and then you created two more or something like that, is what I'm getting. And it's a snowball effect, is, if you're not going to embrace the one, it could snowball into, several. So what I'm thinking is, I don't, without pulling any cards, we are our own blockage, right? Blockers. We stop ourselves. We all really deep down know that, and we just like to try and put it on everybody else because it is easier, right, to pass the buck. Um, so I didn't even I hadn't even lit up my Scorpio incense. I did sage. I felt like I had to actually do both sage and I did the love and the protection, the lavender here. Also, I just felt like I needed to do that. Um, but I did not light up my incense here, which I love. Scorpio season is here, and you all know. If you don't, you do now. That means you ain't watch my videos. Watch my videos. You're watching this one out of sync. You got to go back, start over. You can't watch them out of sync. Right? That's what I do for a lot of readers. I go backwards to see where they've been coming from. I don't have. I want my waterfall to go here. Hold on. Yeah, I want my waterfall to go on here. I like this waterfall. I threw some rocks down in the bottom. I don't know where my good lighter even is. I quit smoking cigarettes recently. I'll share this with you while I'm getting these lit up, because I don't lose lighters anymore. I always have lighters around now. But I gave up smoking. I think it's a part of this spiritual awakening I've had. This devil card and death card and tower card all together, right? Breaking addictions. Didn't even realize they were talking about me and breaking, some addictions as well. So I did quit smoking cigarettes, and since then, I'll tell you, it's been amazing. Not only the money I have saved, I did, I am substituting vape a small amount for now, until I can cut that down and out. And I am down on the milligrams. But regardless, it's something that you don't even realize how that affects you, in a lot of aspects, a lot of ways. So what I'm getting at is there's some things that you're holding on to that you enjoy, that you love, that you don't even realize that are actually hindering you and kind of keeping you down and behind. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and let's see. We're going to pull out of my holographic deck. This is actually the second one that I have now, so that I have double clarifiers within any reading that I can have double clarifiers. I've seen a few readers do that, and I like that idea. So I am embracing that one. Thank you to any reader that does that, because it just gives you double confirmation. There's a lot of us out there that are very stubborn, right? We are very stubborn. So we need that double clarifier, like, okay, Spirit, okay, I get it. I thought this was for somebody else. I wanted this story to resonate with somebody else, not me. Not me. This is not my story, right? We don't want to believe that. And I'm going to leave that there, since we're going to use the other. Yeah, tower moments. Some of my tower moments have been pretty, well, they all basically have been life changing and has led me all the way to this point today, right here on this channel, oddly enough. Something that I guess I'd never thought, I definitely have never thought I would be doing, but I'm sure for many of you it was the same. But anyhow, here we are. And the purpose of my channel, Zen Readers Only 888, is to manifest abundance, sure. But my main purpose of this channel is, you know, I was in tarot deep for hours all day, every day, all night. I mean, I'm still am, but not to the extent that I was, you know, because I was trying to gain answers and clarity and confirmations on. It was actually just a love situation, and then at the same time, it was kind of like it paralleled with this spiritual awakening that was happening at the same time. I didn't even realize that was happening. Um, and I gained a lot of, I gained a lot of clarity. I gained a lot of confirmations of things. Like I thought, uh, I guess there's a little more to this tarot than I had thought. My very first tarot reading I ever had was, I was 19 years old, and I was in a pretty bad spot. I wasn't strung out on drugs necessarily, but drugs was the only way I made my money, I guess, at that point in my life. Um, but it was never, I was never on the hard stuff. But anyhow, uh, my choices that I had ahead of me were to stay in this lifestyle that I actually didn't want to be in. I didn't want any part of. It was just kind of where I ended up because I did not embrace some of my tower moments that I had had prior to. So I ran from. And anyhow, I didn't know I was going to get into all this, but my decisions were to stay in this lifestyle, stay in the place that I lived, and we were gonna make a lot of money. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we were gonna make a lot of money, and we were gonna be living in a brand new condo, and it was gonna cost quite a bit, and it was gonna be a pretty luxury lifestyle, right? Um, sure, fast money. Well, I had a tarot read, and this lady said, "Okay, this is the path person that you need to follow, or that uh, you know that you need to needs to be your mentor or whatever." It was a 3-card spread, past, present, and future, and they flipped the card and it said mother, and I knew right then, okay, yep, I've got to unfortunately bite the bullet and accept the tower moment, and I'm gonna have to move back in with my mom to get myself right again and get myself on my feet. Luckily, I have a mom who's able and available emotionally and financially that can do that. I feel bad for anyone who does not have that, and I know there are a lot of people out there who don't. So I do not take my situation for granted, especially now. But anyhow, I embraced that tower, and it changed my life. That was one of my first tarot reads and major tower moments, I guess, share with you in my life. And I am very much grateful and further ahead in life than if I didn't, because the spirit would have been giving me tower after tower after tower until I embraced it finally, right? So we're going to ask Spirit, Archangel Michael, and Sis what it is that is stopping or blocking us from. Okay. Six of Pentacles wanted to fly out. So, hang on. Okay. What is stopping and blocking us from embracing this tower moment? Is my clear question. Six of Pentacles flew out. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. So, and you've got the Emperor on the bottom. Wow. So that's you. That is you. And that's weird because, this is the card after the Tower card, and I was asking and meditating on what to do here with this, with you guys tonight or today, whatever time of day it is that you're in right now. But, and then I asked, my next question was, why me? Why am I the one that is to do this? I guess to give you this information, and that's what came out, the Emperor. So here we are, the Emperor, all of us, right? And what's stopping and blocking us is one of your lovers. Not say one like you have multiple, but some of us have people in our lives that aren't embracing the tower with us, because see, if you notice in here, you've got the Lovers here, right? Because remember, the card right before that was the Death card, and if you remember, I should pull it out. I'm gonna do it. Bear with me here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull that because I was going to earlier, even when I was talking about it, because again, it's got the Lovers in it. I know you readers already know. You've already seen it, but I just want to show, I guess, the state of the Lovers. There they are on the Devil card. Where are you? Okay. Where? Oh, where? It's gonna be, what is it gonna be, the very last card? Is that the one I was about ready to flip on you? The Death card. Yeah. The Death card. See, everybody's all over the place. It's just a complete massacre, right? A new rebirth. And it's like, how does this look like a rebirth, or how does this look like a new beginning in here? Because you got these people that are just, begging for mercy. And then the Tower. So I guess what I'm picking up here, let me put this back in here. Why's the Wheel of Fortune here? That's the one I'm confused about. Okay. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. There we go. That's what it is. There is some competition that you have, that you're fighting with, that you're and I think this might be you're in competition kind of with your lover, is what I'm getting. And some of us get like that. I mean, I've been in that with a few of my exes. She wanted to prove that she was smarter than me. Well, I don't care if you're smarter than me. In fact, I would rather you be smarter than me so that I can learn something, right? It'd be great if you do some stuff that I didn't, because I don't ever claim that I know everything, but I sure as hell want to learn everything. So hopefully you got something that I don't, right? And for you guys as well. Hopefully your lover's got a little more. You got something to offer you, right? It just seems like maybe that you guys are in competition with one another, and there's no reason for that, right? I mean, there really isn't, because this lover's card is beautiful, right? There's no competition in there. You guys are just there, right? You're just there. It doesn't look like somebody's trying to look better than somebody else. It doesn't look like, somebody's trying to look prettier than the other. It just looks like, what's the word I'm looking for? Serenity. Not competitive at all. Not competitive. There's just no reason for that. It gets you nowhere. And so what if somebody is prettier than you, or weighs less than you, or makes more than you, or any of those things? Because you're together for a reason. You're together because you needed to um, fill in the gaps, right? So there's always going to be something the other person is better at or has more of than you, but that's why you're with each other, right? Because you needed those gaps filled in, because you needed um, someone to have a little more money than you, right? We all do, right? No, but you needed someone to have a little more love than you, because you needed loved more, right? So, and then we do have the Three of Cups on the bottom now after the shuffle. Um, how did this happen? What did I do here? I left some of my deck over there. I don't know. I'm confused on that. Let's see here. Okay. I don't even know why these just came out. Uh, I guess I'll take them, but I'm seeing a lot of nines here. Why are there a lot of nines here? And we got tens. Yeah, we got tens and nines here. But you got the Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Now, I didn't even ask anything, but these wanted to jump out. So let's see why these are out here. Nine of Wands. You got the King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands here. Now, I mean, I took them for some reason, but why is the King of Cups here? Okay, there's something ending with a King of Cups. And then you've got a Knight of Wands that's coming in behind after that. Okay, and then the Hierophant, the Hierophant with the Nine of Wands. So the King of Cups is clarified with the King of Wands, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of just what the card was laying on top of. It necessarily don't mean that, but there's something ending with a King of Cups here. And maybe this is the competition. Maybe the competition is the between the lovers is what it's almost starting to look like or feel like here, is that the King of Cups is the more of the competitor. He's the competitor in the relationship. And there's no reason for you, if you are the King of Cups, there's no reason for you to compete against your lover, right? Because she's the Queen of Pentacles. Where did I have that? Did I not have that on here? I don't, do I? I had the Nine of Pentacles. And I had the Six of Pentacles. You guys, maybe this is part of the, maybe that's part of, okay. The blockages we were talking about. Okay, so anyways, I think that this is the competition kind of ending, because there's been some information come. See, because you got the Nine of Pentacles after that with the King of Wands, or I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands as the clarifier. And so it seems like there's somebody, because then after that you've got the Nine of Wands. Like the competition, I believe, is about to be over. So we've got a lot of fire in here. We've got a lot of earth in here. A lot of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, we've got Taurus. So whatever information has been found out, and maybe this is you guys having a real good, finally a good conversation maybe about this. Excuse me, but this will be resolved, it looks like, this competition, but one of you have to stand up to the other is what it looks like, you know your worth, stand up for yourself in this situation, in this relationship. Just stand up for yourself. And if you are a true King of Cups, then you're going to understand that your person's standing up against you because you are overstepping some boundaries and creating a tower moment. And so this is the tower moment, I think, that is to come, is that this competition will be over. That this competition will finally be over. That you're in. The Five of Wands. Okay, this argument, this battle of who's better. Maybe you guys have channels and you're trying to say you got more followers than them. But, it's not about how many followers. Again, I'm in construction, right? I'm a carpenter, so I don't try for quantity. I'm all about quality. So I would rather have 5 strong, real supporters than 50 half-assed, fake, flaky, they're just there because you are pretty type of people, right? Because, we ain't here to just get some recognition on how good we look. We already know we look good. We already know we look good, right? We don't need to know we look good anymore, okay? Because we're here to heal people. We're here to help people. We're here to get people through these tower moments, right? We're here to help you figure out how to get through these, how to embrace these, right? That's why we're here. We ain't here to get this. We're not. This ain't. We didn't create our own dating site, okay? We created a healing site. We created a helping site. We created a clarifying site, a confirmation site, okay? So, but this competition shit, this is ridiculous. I mean, really, like, the more I'm just sitting here, like, it just feels ridiculous. Like, what? Right. And there's the death card anyway. That's how ridiculous it is. Let's just put it to an end, right? So that, look, because you guys do love each other. Okay? So this competition is ridiculous. Yeah, look. Knight of Swords. It's ridiculous. There's no reason for this. Because you are each... Look. I'm telling you. Like, if you don't end it, I'm going to be honest. This is how I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling real strong that if you don't end this, that it will be ending. It will be the end. Because look, you got the Six of Cups after that. This is how beautiful that your guys' relationship really is. Because you guys do have abundance together. But you already know what's going to happen when you split up. You got half, right? And there's never really a real half. Somebody's going to have more than the other. And I ain't just talking about money or assets, none of that. I'm just talking about, oh, man, just, deal with this competitive spirit. Like, there's no reason for this competitive spirit that you've got. You know, it's low vibrational. It really is what it is. It's almost like you're a little bit lower vibration than your lover. You know, and she or he's wanting. I say that just because it's a King of Cups. It could be a female. It's a King of Cup type of energy. You know, we all know that, but I'm just gonna put it out there that, you know. But anyhow, this this King of Cups is a bit lower vibrational, and can easily come out of that. And it just looks like it does look like it's gonna happen, but I mean, you got the Hierophant here, so the Emperor's underneath the Ten of Wands. Yeah, see. What happened here? What's happened? My card's getting flipped around. So I'm really feeling like strongly like you guys have got to have this conversation soon. You got to have this conversation soon. Yeah, look, because somebody's looking back. Somebody's looking back at maybe their ex, or, you know, somebody's starting to yeah, look, that Queen of Cups. Okay. Oh, wow. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that Queen of Cups is looking back. Okay? So I'm telling you right now, King of Cups, whoever you are out there, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you don't, I mean, your other half is already looking back. I'm telling you, your other half's already looking back. If you don't get ahead of this, you know, right? Look, see, it's your Two of Cups. It's I don't know about you, but I got goosebumps head to toe, because look, you have all the freaking tools already, and you know, if you, oh man, I'm telling you, if you don't deal with this right away, look, there it is again, the Hierophant. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You better deal with this. Because look, now you got the Devil card. Against your Queen of Pentacles, man. Like, you know, you'll be throwing away the best thing that's ever happened to you, to be honest. And if you're that Queen of Pentacles, if you're the Queen of Cups out there, I mean, I understand. Looking back, I totally understand that when things are going bad, when things are going rough, you know. But it's till death do you part, in sickness and health, and the good and the bad, right? And the ugly. That's the thing, you know. I said this in another one of my videos, one of my reads or something, is that, you know, marriage is not sacred anymore, and it's because it's okay to give up these days. It's okay to be a little lazy. It's okay to just to pass the buck, to blame the other person. It's real easy. And yeah, there are a lot of fish in the sea, so then it's real easy to go find another one, right? But then you're always going to be finding another, because you're always running from the damn tower. right? Because you're always running from this tower. So then you're going to go to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. And you're going to go and you create all these towers with all these people for no damn reason, because you didn't deal with this tower back here. Because you didn't deal with this tower back here. You're going to be hopping people for the rest of your damn life because you're always running from yourself. Because you don't love yourself enough to put in the time and the work and the effort that it takes to stay together. But see, the thing is you think to stay together, then the other person's got to fix themselves, right? The other person's got to, oh, well, if they would just do this or do that. Well, no, look, it's 50-50 on all fronts. So you got to fix yourself too, damn it. Because if you don't, they're thinking the same thing you are. Oh, if they would just fix this, and if they would have done that, if they would just blah, 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 right? You both are thinking the same damn thing, but you both need to come together, have this conversation, and work on each other. And I'm not talking about you work on them, they work on you. No, I'm talking about you work on you, they work on them. Because that's not, you're not in a relationship to fix the other person. You're in a relationship to love the other person, to help the other person, to heal the other person. You know, you're there to support the other person. You're not there to fix them, because you're never going to be able to fix them. Because trust me, I have all the tools there are, and ain't none of them that fix another person. Because you're going to go to the next one and you're going to stay right here in this Two of Wands. You're going to stay right here in this tower. You're going to stay stuck. Bottom line, you're going to stay stuck. Anyway, this read got real long, real fast. But I didn't realize I was going to get into this, type of read. But that's what we're looking for. What is blocking us or stopping us from our abundance? And you guys are there. You got some, you've got some things going on. You've got some abundance. You've got a lot of love around this, reading. You've got a lot of love around this. You've got a lot of potential in this. As far as your money goes, there's a lot of potential here for that, because you got the Nine of Pentacles and you've got the Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You've got potential for all this. That's what it was, the Ten of Pentacles right here. Now it came out in reverse though, so you got to get ahead of this situation, this competitiveness. There's just no reason for it. You guys are on the same playing field. You're playing the same game. You're on the same team. That's the thing. If you're competing against each other, then you're on different freaking teams. Okay? There's no other way to say, there's no other way to look at it. If you're competing against each other, you're on different teams. Bottom line, different teams. Okay? So, like I said, there ain't no reason for it. You're on the same team. You're supposed to be on the same team. And I'm telling you, I know you're looking back, but what I'm saying is, don't look back. Look at what you got. You don't know what you got till it's gone. What's all the other sayings? The grass isn't greener on the other side. The part you've only heard is the grass is always greener on the other side. No, it's not the case. It's the same grass, right? You're going to get to the other side and realize, the green is the same green, right? It's all the same. But now, you got to start all over. You got to learn all. Okay, so you're on the other side now, but now it's a whole nother side. Everything's different. You got to start all the way over, all the way at rock bottom, figuring each other out, all that stuff. But you already know this person. You already know. There's no reason to look back, because that part is already written. It's gone. And you're here for a reason. today, because you are writing your future. The future is not set in stone. I've said this a million times. Like I said, maybe God made a mistake, but hey, He gave us free will. Don't forget that. He gave us free will. So you can always rewrite your future, but what is that future that you want? So how are we going to, I guess, how are we going to have this conversation? Right? How are we going to bring this up? How's this conversation going to go? I mean, Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune again. I just had that right here. Look, same two cards. So, with the Queen of Cups, the conversation with the Queen of Cups, with your Two of Cups, how's it gonna go? Competitive fight. Now that's the yep. Five of Wands again. And there's your King of Cups. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, King of Cups. She's an Empress, man. She's an Empress. And these type of people, you don't find them. You don't find that often. So this conversation is just gonna have to go with love. I mean, you gotta come at this. You gotta come at this delicately. If this is you, Empress, that's gonna confront this King of Cups. I'm not sure who's watching what right now, but if you're the King of Cups, you're gonna have to break your own self down. That's gonna be. I don't know if you're even gonna be able to make that conversation, because I don't feel like you're willing to take that step. I don't feel like you're willing to admit that, because you're in this low vibration over here. I don't think you can admit that yet. But if you're this Empress and you're going to confront this man, you need, or woman, I'm sorry, either way, whichever way this is going here, because I feel like I'm more of an Empress than a Emperor at this point in my life. But I think I'm becoming the Emperor because I just got it out of the bottom of the deck, and you just got it out here too. So I feel like you're kind of embodying both at times, because you have to, in this day and age especially. We all do, but this has to be really brought delicately. How is this conversation gonna go, Holy Spirit? How is this conversation gonna go? The Empress brings this up to the King of Cups. That's too many cards. Way too many cards flipping over here. Okay, how is this conversation gonna go? Whew. You guys are gonna move on from it. This conversation is gonna go good. If you can come at this with love and delicate sensitivity, in this conversation is gonna go very well. Because you got the Lovers here with Chariot. You're gonna move on from this situation. You're going to be able to move on from this situation. and move into that star energy. So that's what I have for you here. I'm glad that we got into this. I didn't know I was even going to do really much of a read at all. I just wanted to go over this tower card a little bit more in detail. I learned a lot myself. I hope you did. I'm really believing for you guys to have this conversation go very successfully, because I do see the King of Cups over here, because you got the Three of Swords. I do see that you're breaking yourself down a little bit, your ego, that maybe that you are going to be the one that will come forward, and kind of, just admit that you're sorry about this competitive nature that you got about you. I mean, I'm a Scorpio. I'm competitive myself. I mean, I'm highly competitive. Don't get me wrong. I don't ever want to lose, and I will go at all lengths to win, right? But if I'm beat fairly, then I admit that too. That if somebody's better than me at whatever, don't be afraid to admit that. Then learn from that. Embrace that, right? Because again, you guys are together to fill the gaps. You guys are together to be there for each other, not to compete against each other, because you're on the same team. So just remember that. Just be on the same team. Communication is key, obviously. We all know that. Without communication, you got the Gemini here, with the lovers. They're all about communication. That's a highly communicative card. The lovers. And they don't always have to represent two people together. It also is a lover. Is a marrying of yourself. It's also like the spiritual and physical coming together, marrying each other within yourself. So I mean, anyway, through communication. So communicate, you know. Talk about the elephant in the room, because I think you both know what's going on, but you don't realize what it's creating, what it's causing. Wheel of Fortune. You had that come out twice. The wheel's turning. Your guys' wheel is turning. So embrace the tower moment. Have this conversation. Embrace the tower moment. Deal with it. Figure out the changes that are to come. Call each other out on it from now on. Now that it'll be all out in the air. We all like to hold things in. I do. Even when it's something small, because you're like, I don't care about it, oh, we don't want to come off as, wussies because, oh, that hurt my feelings or whatever that is. But you know what? You got to, or it'll just never change, right? There's a lot of things I've had to change. Oh, I didn't realize that's not very funny. It's funny to me, sure, but not them. Oh, well, okay, well, then I won't share that no more. Whatever it is, Whatever it is. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this message. I mean, I did. I definitely did. I'd subscribe to myself if I just came across this read. But, so if this resonates, let me know down in the comments below. Check out my other videos, because they kind of segue into this. And if it resonates, let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share. I am working on a price list for personal reads. It is necessary now. I've gotten quite a few requests, and I don't want to just jump right into it. I really want to figure it all out, so that I'm not giving myself away, and I'm not taking advantage of you. But I will be starting personal reads very, very soon. Um, thank you for the request, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, y'all have a good night.